Oh, come on.
He is looking for a second date update today with a lady named Brianna. Hi, Seth. How are you?
Hey, guys. How's it going? Thanks for taking my call.
Happy to. So how did you meet Brianna?
Well, we met online, actually.
Okay.
Honestly, man, I'm just so lost and confused about the whole deal because I'm not really sure what's going on with this girl, honestly. You know what I mean?
She could just be a flake.
Yeah, there's plenty of those out there.
Well, I guess she could, but I mean, the thing about it was like, you know, I'll tell you how the date went. So we met for coffee, right? And I don't know, we hung out for about 30 minutes to an hour or so, and everything went really well. I even asked her for dinner, and, you know, she was all about it. Like, I'm telling you, like, her eyes lit up. She was so excited. Isn't that usually, like, a great sign that she's interested, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. She's excited when you ask her out, yeah.
And, you know, a couple days later, you know, I took her to dinner. I picked her up at her place. The strange thing about it, when I got there, she was kind of on the porch already, you know, so I thought that was kind of weird. Kind of sitting there hanging out. I don't know, you know, what was really going on, that she's really eager or she's just hiding something. You know, I didn't.
Like she didn't want you to go inside or come near the house. She wanted to meet you with the car.
Something was going on there. Yeah,
but if it was a pretty day, like I could see, you know, hanging out outside. You knew
she have a nice porch with somewhere to sit, or was she, you know, standing on a stoop?
But she knew you were coming, so maybe that's why she was out there.
Yeah, she was. She knew I was coming, but I just kind of replaying this in my mind. I'm not really, you know, trying to come to grips on what's going on. So, anyways. We went to dinner, right? We had a great time, a lot of conversation. We just hit it off. We laughed a lot. We had a couple drinks. And then at the end of the night, you know, we did end up going back to her place. I mean, I was there, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5, I don't know, maybe 6 hours or so. I didn't end up staying the night. I don't like to do that early, you know, because I know the mornings are always kind of awkward and stuff. So I was just glad that I got to go in, you know. And when I got inside, I was relieved that she wasn't hiding a husband or a kid or something, you know. So
yeah, a whole other family is living inside.
Yeah, exactly. So when I went inside, everything was fine. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We got along great. You know, everything was good. I just can't figure out what's going on.
So for the 3, 4, 5, 6 hours that you were there, everything went very well. The great conversation, the connection, the chemistry, all that business. Still good.
Yeah.
No, nothing awkward. You didn't come out wearing crotchless pantyhose or
no, nothing.
Yeah, with a baby bottle, wanting to feed her a drink through a baby bottle. Or these are other things that we've had pop up that, for whatever reason, the men who called in didn't think that could have been the issue.
I mean, no, I think I'm a pretty normal guy, so I'm pretty straightforward. So I don't think anything was out of the norm, you know.
So after you left, you tried to get a hold of her for a third date?
I did, and crickets, man.
How long ago was this?
This was about a week ago or so.
Okay.
All right, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll call Brianna, see what she really thought of Seth, see what changed, if anything changed. Like I said, she could just be a flake. We don't know. You know, there's women who are just kind of boy crazy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of flit from one to the other.
Yes. They get bored easy.
Yeah, depending on who's paying attention to them in the moment.
Oh, he called back. Let's call him.
Could be. Maybe not. We'll find out. A second date update continues next. Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102.
So what do I love most about HelloFresh? Tips and tricks on how to prepare amazing meals with flavors from all over the world. Some I've never heard of. So what is HelloFresh? It's farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients with seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. The box is there. Everything's on ice. Choose your recipes, pick your delivery date, and then lay back and enjoy the last few weeks of summer, knowing dinner is covered. And HelloFresh has a ton of variety. There are 40 chef-crafted recipes to select from every week, from family-friendly to fit and wholesome. I've not had a bad meal yet. Hey, this is Tim. Go to HelloFresh.com/50JJP and use code 50JJP for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh.com/50JJP. Use code 50JJP for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, it's America's #1 meal kit.
Seth and Brianna first met on a coffee date that went well enough that it led to dinner, and she seemed really into him. She was giving him all the positive signs. In fact, They went back to her place where he stayed about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours tops. Avoided that awkward next morning goodbye. I should have asked you, though. I mean, how was the dismount? How was the exit? Was it weird or did it feel cool to you still?
No, it felt great. Like, I thought that our third date, if it would have happened, would have continued just like this one. I mean, we ended on really good terms, so.
Right. She was there to say goodbye to you, though, when you left. You didn't slip out in the middle of the night or anything.
No, not at all. No, right. She said goodbye.
And that was about a week or so ago. He's tried to get in touch, but would you say radio silence or crickets?
Yep.
So we're going to call Brianna and see what's going on with her.
Hello?
Hello, is this Brianna?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
You're the lady of the hour. It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this is really fascinating because is this a second date update?
Oh, I thought she was going to say she was listening to us right now.
Yeah.
It is a second date update.
That is crazy. I'm so surprised that he called you.
Oh, so you know this is about Seth.
Yeah, I haven't been out with anyone else recently, but from what I've recently learned, he's a pretty big player and he's never really minded a woman not calling him back before. So that is very surprising to me that he called you.
Well, that's new information.
Yeah, it was to me too.
So let me get this straight. So he told us you guys went on a coffee date, then dinner, then back to your place, and everything up to that point was awesome. What changed?
Okay, so there's this Facebook group that a friend of mine sent to me, and it's basically for women in our area to just be like, hey, is this guy dangerous? Is this guy okay? Right? So if you're interested in somebody, you can just post a picture and people will be like, oh, yeah, that guy's my friend. He's great. Or that guy might be a serial killer, right? So,
well, it's like being in a group chat with your girlfriends that might know him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some players out there that are just, not being 100% honest.
Exactly. And a lot of times people post somebody and everybody's like, I don't know that guy. But if somebody's getting around a lot and not treating people well, then usually something will happen on the page, which is what happened when I put up my post and the page just exploded.
Oh, God.
Really? And what did we learn?
There were at least 7 different women who all said they went out with him in just this one group. And that's fine. You know what I mean? You search around for who you're looking for. You have fun. But the reviews of him were not particularly flattering. Every single one of them went to the exact same places that we went, had the same conversations. He told the same stories. He used the same lines to get all of us into bed.
Wow.
Which was what?
So he was like, we're just so connected. Can you feel that? I feel like we've had past lives together. I love
not the past lives.
Right. And I love that stuff. I'm super into all the hippy dippy stuff. So I was in and I felt this, I was like, oh yeah, I feel the same energy, but maybe I was just horny because he used that line with all of these other women too. And he slept with all of them. And they did all the same things too. We kind of went into the sex stuff and it was like, oh yeah, he used this move and this move and this move. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So this had nothing to do with me. This is just what he does.
Oh man.
Right.
I wonder if that, and this is not me defending him. This is just me being curious. I mean, is that kind of though how any of us would be? I mean, this is maybe not the same cheesy pickup lines, but maybe telling the same stories. And
I had a friend one time that I always would make, he would make chocolate, what's the cake with the goo in the middle?
Oh, this was his big move?
He would make that the night.
Lava cake?
Chocolate lava cakes. He had the little ramekin things.
That guy. Kidding.
I'm like, you're getting out the ramekins. I know what that means. I'm staying out late.
Listen, you want to play to your strengths, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, but I went out with this guy, and then a girl I knew ended up going out with this same guy. And I said to her,
Did she knew that you already went out?
She knew
with
that
him?
we had dated, and I was drunk at a bar one night. And I don't even know, maybe I was a little jealous or something. I'm not sure. But here's what happened. I was like, did he take you to blah? Did blah, blah, blah happen? Did you do the da-da? And what about this? And she was like, yeah, every single one of those things.
He had done with her.
Yes. I was like, same with me. And I'm not saying that your path is going to go the same way that my path did, but you're already going down the trail.
It's like that
Just
Olivia
so
Rodrigo
you know.
song with the strawberry ice cream.
That's right. That is exactly right. I'm like, you know what? You two may last forever. They ended up not. But at the same time, it was like, I already did this exact same life that you've been dating.
Well, haven't you felt a connection to more than one person in your life?
Okay, 7 people in one Facebook group, and he used the same line on all of them. Do you think he really thought he had loved all of us in past lives?
Maybe.
I mean, different past lives. You know, one of
All
them
of my
might have been
past
in
lives.
England. One of them might have been in Saskatchewan. Who knows?
But then he ditched all of them, first off. And second off, like, even if he does think that, then there's an issue if he thinks that every woman who, like, looks at him nice is, like, his lover from a past life. Like, that's weird, too.
Yeah.
I think the thing, though, about women in this situation is that we want to feel special or different, or that you put in a little effort into us.
Unique.
And if you're the same dude and right down to the past lives experience in every single situation, then that does make you feel like he's just a player that's out hooking up with everybody using the same lines.
Yeah.
Right. It has nothing to do with me. It's just, like, his moves to have sex.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've done our best to cross-examine here, Seth. You're going to have to step in and defend yourself. What do you have?
Okay, what is this group again?
It's a Facebook group.
A Facebook group. And who are these women in this group?
Friends and friends and friends and friends and friends of friends. People who
No,
want to
you know,
protect
that
each other.
sounds like a lie. Friends
It's a
of friends of friends.
sisterhood.
Are you making this up right now? That doesn't make any sense. Friends of friends of friends. I think this doesn't make any sense.
I mean, anybody can say anything about anybody.
Yeah, but when a whole bunch of people say the same thing about a guy, like,
But that doesn't make any sense, though. There's no hard facts about this stuff.
Like,
I don't know
how
any of
much
these women. You haven't given me any names of these women. You could just be making
So are
this
you
up
denying it?
completely right now. Do what?
are you denying it? Because it kind of sounds like you're defensive right now.
No, I'm not defensive at all. I just want to know some facts about these women. It just sounds like made up. Friends of friends. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why you're making this up about me.
I literally, it's not, you called a radio station. That was
I did, but why did you have to make up this whole story? Just say you didn't like me or whatever. You have to go into this whole elaborate story about some Facebook group.
You should send him a link to the Facebook group so he can read his reviews.
Is it a closed group? Yeah. Can
No,
you?
because then
Yeah,
he'll
it's a
use
closed
that
group.
against all the future ladies he's going to be dating.
Exactly.
No.
This is probably a women's only group.
Yes,
see.
it is.
Yeah, you probably have to be approved or
Yeah,
let in.
that's what I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now let me ask you this:
Gotta
when
fill out the
you
questionnaire.
when you made your post, did you give details about your date? I mean, what was your original post?
No, that's the thing. I was just like, hey, I just went out with this guy. Anybody know him? And
that was
people,
it.
like, knew his name, first of all. So if they know his name, clearly they're not making it up. Or at least they're not making up knowing him. And then they were like, as we talked, each one of them would be like, oh, yeah, he took me here and here and here. And then he totally ditched me. And the next one was like, oh, my God, he took me to the exact same places. And then the more details came out, the more it was just like
The similarities were just
exactly what he did with me.
too many to ignore.
Yeah.
Why would you do
Yeah.
that? We had a good time. Everything was great in our date. Why would you think to put me online? Did I get?